Splitting transactions. We're going to split a transaction to move a part of the amount to another GL account. To complete this process, we'll first find the transaction, then split the transaction, and finally release the transaction. To find the transaction that needs to be split, open the Account Details inquiry form. Specify the search criteria in the inquiry form. Make sure you select the financial period and the account where the transaction is posted. The system will display the transactions that fall within the specified criteria. In this example, let's select this transaction to split. Now, click Reclassify to open the entry related to the account on the Reclassify Transactions form. Let's now split the transaction. For this, click the Split button. The system adds a new line under the original entry. To specify the correct account, double-click the account number and type in the correct one, or search for it. Then indicate the amount to be split in the New Amount field. Notice that the amount in the New Amount column on the original line has decreased by the specified amount on the new line. Suppose you need to further split this transaction. Click the Split button again. In the new entry, specify the correct account and amount. After splitting the transaction as required, click the Process button. When the Processing dialog box appears, confirming that the reclassification has been processed, we can now release the transaction. To do so, click the drop-down arrow for the Process tab to display the transaction details. Click the Reclassification batch number link to open the reclassification transaction on the Journal Transactions form. Review the transaction. Notice that the status of the transaction is on hold, so click the Remove Hold button. The transaction status changes to balanced. Now click the Release button to release the transaction. A pop-up message appears confirming that the transaction has been completed. Also notice that the status is now posted. You can review the original transaction in the original batch number column.